wake up. Nostalgia. We all feel it. A certain melody, a sudden smell, that one game. Nostalgia. A bittersweet feeling experienced in recalling what no longer exists. A wistful yearning for a return to or the return of some real or romanticized past. Have you ever started up a game for the first time in a while, only to feel a sense of sadness or guilt over past memories of the game, then end up closing the game and not playing it? To me, this happens with Minecraft, a game that I'm sure plenty of us love and still play, but I can't make it past the Game Hub in my PS5 menu. Hovering over Minecraft as its base page displays and Wet Hand starts playing overwhelms me with a sense of bittersweet sadness for all the past memories made, but more alarmingly, a sense of guilt. The same thing happens to me when I load up and play Ghost Recon Wildlands, but less so, and no feeling of guilt accompanies the bittersweet reminiscing, and it doesn't stop me from enjoying it. But what if one day it does? Hi, I'm Clueless, and today my goal with this video is to try and not only understand what causes nostalgia, but why we experience it. Hopefully, understanding it better will help in navigating this complex emotion and ultimately release us from its control and allow us to once again experience the things we once loved doing. The gaming industry is currently dominated by remasters and remakes. The recent and very successful Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced dominated at release, selling 3.5 million copies in the first 2 weeks and surpassing its first-year sales expectations in the same time. We also had the recent Oblivion remake. The Gothic remake Halo campaign evolved has been all over the internet since it came out, and if we go back a little further, we have all the Resident Evil remakes, starting with the RE2 remake in 2019. Even just porting Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 to the PlayStation 4 and 5 has been extremely successful, and they didn't even add any improvements to those games, just simply ported them as is. And I'm not ashamed to admit that I got them as soon as they dropped, because, like many of you, I grew up playing those two games. Black Ops 1 was my favorite Call of Duty for the longest time, so the chance to play it on my PlayStation 5 was something I looked forward to. Then there's all the upcoming and rumored remakes and remasters. Bethesda recently announced that Fallout 3 and New Vegas remasters are in the works, and if done right, they will be massively successful. Capcom revealed a Resident Evil Code Veronica remake scheduled for release in 2027, which, if it follows the trend of the RE remakes, will be another hit. We also had rumors of a Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time remake that has now been confirmed for the Switch 2, and you already know it will sell millions of copies and even sell Switches themselves. But this wave of remakes isn't unique to the gaming industry. We see it in the music industry and television too. Recently, Michael Jackson was topping the music charts again, after the release of a biopic on his life and career. And then in television, we recently had the failed cash grab of the Malcolm in the Middle reboot that led to the original series seeing a massive surge in viewership. And these are just two examples off the top of my head. We also had the popularity of Dexter over the past year that brought many back to and even new viewers to that show years later. We also had reboots and spin-offs of the Star Wars and Lord of the Rings universes. But it seems that the gaming industry leads the charge of this trend. So why is it such a good tactic? Well, we can look at it in a couple of ways. The first being a negative one. Could it be that studios just can't come up with original ideas anymore and that they have to rely on these already successful games to stay relevant? Some people argue this point, and although I believe it's the cause for some of these remakes, I doubt that it's the only reason. The other case we can make is that nostalgia sells. Giving someone a chance to relive their most cherished memories is always going to pique their interests, and seeing as these games had great success when they were released to the original audience, they'll most likely appeal to a new audience as well, and that is why we see these remakes so prevalent. They use your nostalgia along with the proven success of these games to basically print money. Okay, so we've established that nostalgia is widely experienced in the gaming community, so much so that it has become an industry trend to exploit it. But what exactly is nostalgia? And if it sells so well, doesn't that mean it's supposed to be a good feeling? To understand nostalgia, we first have to understand its origin. Coined in 1688 by Swiss medical student Johannes Hofer, this term was proposed by Johannes as a medical disease afflicting Swiss soldiers that at the time were leaving their homes in the Alps to wage war on the European plains. The term was a combination of two ancient Greek words, nostos, meaning return to home or homecoming, and algos, meaning pain. Basically, meaning a pain caused by wanting to return to one's home. But today we have another word for that, homesick. So, how did the meaning of nostalgia change over time, and is there still a connection to its origin in the homesick Swiss soldiers? Well, today, as I described earlier, nostalgia is seen as a longing to a past time, accompanied by a bittersweet feeling. Connecting it to its origin seems easy enough. Soldiers were longing for their past times at home, and were longing to return to those times. But they were experiencing worse than just the bittersweet we associate nostalgia with. These soldiers were unable to be combat effective. Their symptoms included sadness, anxiety, irregular heartbeat, insomnia, weakness, and even fever, among other things. This is why Johannes considered it a medical disease in the first place, and the solution he came up with? Just sending them home, to their homes, and letting them get back to their lives. But wait, does this mean I will never be able to deal with these feelings? I can't just go back to 2017 and play Minecraft worry-free with my friends online and split screen with my brothers. There has to be another solution. And that's because there is. But quickly, before I get to the key that unlocks this whole mystery, if you have any of your own experiences, let me know in the comments down below. I read a lot about people with nostalgic feelings when playing video games, but no one shared the strange guilty feeling I had been experiencing. I'm just really curious to know if any of you share that feeling, and if so, what did you chalk it up to? Okay, back to finding the solution to our problem. When the soldiers were sent home, the thought was that being home would cure the nostalgia. But what if I told you that nostalgia wasn't the problem being cured, but a symptom? Sure, the nostalgia was causing a bunch of problems, but it was only a symptom of a larger issue. The true problem was in all likelihood the fear and uncertainty caused by being at war, and simply removing the soldiers from that situation cured them from the deeper issue. Today, the consensus is that nostalgia is a healthy response to distressing states and not the cause of them. That's why people tend to experience nostalgia more when going through a major life change, as they are usually distressing, and nostalgia seems to be a major coping mechanism. And there it is. We don't have to go back to those times to cure nostalgia, because it isn't nostalgia that needs curing, it's something else. We now know that experiencing nostalgia is in fact a healthy and helpful thing, but like we saw with the soldiers, it's only healthy in moderation. Once it's all you dwell on, or it stops you from enjoying something you once did, a deeper problem needs to be dealt with. Okay, here we go. One last piece of the puzzle is all we need. So, in order to find what's causing the overwhelming nostalgia that keeps me from enjoying Minecraft, or you from enjoying whatever it is you can't anymore, we have to look at the functions of nostalgia. What does nostalgia do to help during distressing times? There are many types of nostalgia that have been identified over the last 200 years or so, and the type we are looking at in this particular situation is considered personal nostalgia. It's important to establish this because your personal sense of self is deeply linked to this specific type and is also where our solution lies. For simplicity, I'm going to continue referring to this as just nostalgia and not personal nostalgia. But just understand that there are more types with different uses and different causes. So, researchers discovered that when nostalgia was induced in people, they exhibited a boost in their overall mood and sense of self. They would feel more optimistic about the future and feel as though they belong. It's also important to note that along with the improvement of positive feelings, there is no increase of negative feelings, meaning that the bitter part of the bittersweet feeling had no negative effect, but rather played a role in making us feel happy that we got a chance to have made those memories in the first place. Your sense of self is deeply ingrained in nostalgia, and research suggests that it's our way of gauging who we were and how that shapes who we are now and will be in the future. When we feel nostalgic, we are also looking at experiences that we deem significant in shaping us as a person. And we use these memories to remind us of the person we are and to reassure ourselves that even though things might be changing around us, we are still fundamentally the same person and will continue to be. In short, times may change what our life looks like, but the past that made us who we are stays unchanged, and therefore who we are as a person also doesn't, and whatever comes next won't disconnect us from our past. Nostalgia is a powerful tool that we naturally use, and it's a positive one too. So, if you ever feel unsure in yourself during a big life change, just listen to some music or play a game that makes you feel nostalgic and watch your mood and sense of security improve. And there it is, the solution to why I feel this guilt. And if you also felt this guilt, let me know if this solves your dilemma too. The cause of my guilty feeling after reading a bunch of research, I have come to find is deeply linked to my sense of self and who I am as a person. I have been feeling this guilt because, in a way, I felt that if I were to play and experience Minecraft in a new way without my friends and without my brothers, I would be betraying who I am as a person because I would be replacing those memories. But now I know that that isn't possible. Those experiences shaped me, and the fact that I feel a loyalty to them cements the fact that I haven't changed and have stayed true to myself. Knowing now what role nostalgia plays, I know that I can feel secure in myself because feeling this isn't some indication that I'm no longer who I was, but indicates the exact opposite. I am still me, and I can make new memories without devaluing my past memories. During my research for this video, me and my friends finally got together in a party for the first time in months and played Deep Rock Galactic for the first time in years. And even though I had these memories that we made in the game from years ago, I didn't ponder too much about them and the one other friend missing from our old squad due to our schedules not matching. Instead, I acknowledged those times in my mind and just played the game. And would you believe it? Not only did I have a blast, but I made new memories that I'll remember for years to come. And my fear of replacing the old ones was shown to be irrational. Don't use nostalgia to long for the good old days, but rather use it to guide yourself into the future. After all, it's nostalgia's purpose. Nostalgia is a tool, a guiding compass to light up a path for us that keeps us true to who we are. So, start up that one game you haven't touched in a while and make some more memories while you still have the chance. Thank you for watching, and if you liked the video, please like and subscribe as I have more on the way. I'm Clueless, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe.
Tick-tock, team. We're not getting any younger here.
We're rich. We're rich.
Yes, you're rich. Kindly get a move on. I've got management breathing down my neck here.